Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here as the recording of this. It is Tuesday, July 11, 2023. It's a little later in the day, a couple minutes shy of 5 p.m. I am wearing an appropriate t-shirt. This is my summer home shirt, even though, got the castle on there, even though I am rarely, if ever, really home. But it's appropriate because it's a Disney shirt. I have not been to Walt Disney World in like 7 weeks, 8 weeks, 6, 7, 8 weeks. It's been a little while because I have been traveling. Did go to the West Coast, so I have popped into a Disney park. I went into Disneyland, but I have not been to the Florida counterparts. But I'm heading over there now. The sun should be setting in a couple hours. Very hot, very humid during the day. So getting in there in the heat of the moment, definitely not the most enjoyable thing. I figure wait a little bit later in the day when it's not quite as scorching. I'm excited to get back in the parks, see what there is, and just have a good evening. I'm inviting you to join me. Shall you? Yeah, take a look at that. Right on the, almost right on the nose at 5. Interested in checking out some merch, maybe riding a ride or two, seeing an attraction, just seeing what's happening at WDW. Probably head over to Magic Kingdom. No treats though. Treats are not on the agenda. It's going to be a treatless day. Are you going? You gonna move forward? There it goes. 5 p.m. I'm off. Now I don't know if Cool the Gator wants a piping hot caffeinated beverage, but I had a large, so there's like enough to share. Look at him down here. Yeah, I mean, this is just right here along the dock, just floating there, turning back. Here's me talking. Here's me. Oh, hello. How's it going there? And then the other one, again, right over there. Do you want some coffee? I think it's frowned upon to give gators coffee. In fact, you're not supposed to feed gators anything ever because then they get acclimated to the scenario and to the situation. You never want to feed gators in the wild, so don't do it. Don't give them little snacks or anything like that. Just it's not a good thing to do. Man, I'm glad I get to wear this shirt today because I have not been to the parks in Florida since it's officially been summer. I'm definitely wearing an appropriate shirt because it's summer. Yeah, that's pretty much textbook I-4 westbound around this time frame. This time of the day. Bottlenecks pretty heavily through here. I went to Knott's Berry Farm in Buena Park, California on the official first day of summer 2023 this year, a couple weeks ago. Now I'm finally, for summer, stepping into a little WDW. I can see that makes you very happy, Mickey Powerful. I do believe I'm going to choose Magic Kingdom this eve. Probably won't do any park hopping, just do MK. No reservations needed because it is after 2 p.m. on a weekday. Annual pass holders can just walk in whatever park they want without a reservation. Which is one thing that's pretty nice about here versus on the West Coast, because Disneyland's a lot smaller acreage-wise. So sometimes it's tough to get a reservation, but a little bit more elbow room here. I am parked over here at Ursula 338. Not that acreage has anything to do with really the reservation system. I don't know where I was going with that. But just size-wise, it's a bigger park. I don't know where I was going with that. I kind of wonder if Disneyland will ever get rid of reservations. There are some strong rumors that here, starting into early 2024, they might completely go away. Like I said, after 3 or after 2 p.m., 2 or 3, you don't need them if you're at AP, but I think they might start going away slowly but surely into 24 here. But I don't know if Disneyland will ever go away, to be honest. Ooh, having a race over here with this vehicle. It's very busy. I had to park kind of far out. Summer is here. Summer at the park. It is good to be back. I gotta be honest. It's good to be back. Definitely one of my happy places, the Disney parks. I like being a pass holder. Used to have the Coast to Coast pass, and before 2020, or right at 2020, they got rid of that, and now you have to buy them individually. I'm a pass holder on both coasts. Like when it makes you sit towards the back, you get those long swooping turnaround angles. Oh, you get all of it. Look at this. Transportation. Overload. Even got the monorail sitting on top there, perched on the monorail beam. There's a good angle. Tramp shuttle blue going underneath monorail orange. Circling around. Now the eternal question. Do I take the monorail to Magic Kingdom? Or do I take the ferry boat? Usually I'm Team Joffrey's over there, but I opted for a Starbucks in celebration, so I've already got my coffee. I think the monorail. Now I have merged into the regular line down the descent. Monorail pink going by. The soothing sounds of the monorail. Yes, always a good sight walking right down the middle of Main Street, USA, Walt Disney World East Coast Edition. 2 main streets. Yeah, one on the West Coast and one on the East Coast. This is the East Coast. And cutting over to Tomorrowland, they like to have a new mural right here. And right up here is Stitch on the side of the wall still. First off, the TTA, Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover. It doesn't look like too long of a line. A lot of the wait times are going to be definitely a little busy today because it is summer crowds, but this doesn't look too bad. It's kind of call it a walk-on. In fact, there's a lot of attractions and things here that start with the letter T. Tomorrowland Transit Authority, Transportation Ticket Center, Tower Terror, Test Track. A lot of T's. Go to TTC, to TTA, gonna go on TT and the TOT. Oh yeah, very nice too. You got the rockets going by there. Sometimes you get the angle where they're not launched off, but right now it's launched off. Looks good. Love the People Mover. Dare I say one of my favorite attractions in all the theme parks. Classic. And it's only here. They don't have it at Disneyland. For one reason or another, Disneyland will not bring the People Mover back. And take a look at this. You see Tron going by. I am stuck on the People Mover. I always want to get stuck up here. I have no complaints if I was just to sit up here for a good 15-20 minutes inside the bowels of Space Mountain. Starport 75. The announcer on People Mover just stated. They said this is Starport 75, or as the locals call it, Space Mountain. I don't think I've ever called it Starport 75, to be honest. Maybe I should start referring to that, just like I called TTA and TTC. This is the perfect time of evening. It's like a little before dusk, maybe an hour or two before dusk. The sun is not too prominently hot and warm, and getting a good view. Someone just yelled at me. I'm over there. Someone's waving. Wait times don't look too terribly bad for a Tuesday during the summer at 6:15 a.m. 70 minutes for Space Mountain, for Space Mountain, 105 for Mine Train. Looks like 70 for Peter Pan, 45 for Mansion, 40 for Big Thunder, and 10 minutes for the train. Of course, Splash Mountain gone by the wayside now. Tayana's taken over that one here, just like she's taken over the one. 55 minutes for, well, I guess wait times are kind of what I expected after all. And no virtual queues available for Tron. It's too late in the day. Standing right underneath this little ship here, which was used to fly the Navigator. This is kind of neat too. They have all the wait times listed on this board. I didn't realize they actually did this. Oh, it got really quiet over here. Also, back in the day, this is where it used to be where the Sky Tower used to dump off. It used to go from Small World and dump off right here, but they've removed the platform. But it used to be right here. We go across, I believe it was right next to these restrooms, right over in this area, and the train goes around this way. And of course, you got the People Mover right over here. Kind of wish the sky buckets were still around. All right, stepping into Buzz Lightyear, Astro Blasters. The Space Cruiser maintenance bay is right there. We gotta meet and defeat the evil Emperor Zurg. That kind of looks like Space Mountain right up there, kind of, sort of. And Rock'em Sock'em robots. And these are not detachable here like they are in California. These are stuck in and stanchioned to the ride vehicle to give me the chance to zap this robot multiple times, back and forth. I don't know what the secret is. Oh, it's the evil Emperor Zurg right over here. Take that, Zurg. Take that. Blocked by the pole there. Powerful. I feel like should be a showdown between these little creature and the Minions at Universal. I think Minions, who would win? These little claw creatures with the 3 eyes, or Minions? I feel like these were going to be really popular, and then the Minions came along and everyone fell in love with the Minions. You got to give some love to the little aliens here. course, Buzz Lightyear, but yeah, these little aliens. I don't know which is cuter. I think they're both kind of equally cute. Oh, they even have a little plaything here of Emperor Zurg. 1 to 2 phrases, arch enemy of Buzz Lightyear, evil, Emperor Zurg. Look at that, that's the claw machine right there. And there's a Buzz. The claw! When I think of the claw, I think of Liar Liar also with Jim Carrey. The claw. Maybe Jim Carrey, if they ever make a Toy Story, was it up to 4 now? If they were making another Toy Story, Jim Carrey should play one of these aliens and do the claw bit. I don't know, just thinking out loud. Oh, Zurg has been incarcerated. I don't remember bars being on these windows. Zurg, you all right back there, buddy? You're almost like Magic Kingdom Sad-Eyed Joe, except you're not. Cat's got your tongue now. Like Zurg is here behind. Maybe he's behind bars because anyone that's on the attraction has captured him. All right, head over to Haunted Mansion now. I heard that Haunted Mansion might be closing in August, hopefully to bring Hatbox Ghost and Hattie coming to Florida. Ooh, off in the distance, the Liberty Bell, tooting the steam horn off in the distance, saying, come over this way. You know, one thing I never really look at when I'm here is the recreation of the Liberty Bell. They have one at Knott's Berry Farm. Obviously, they have the real one in Philadelphia. I've been to Philly recently and seen the real one from afar, and now the one is here. I just always walk past this very quickly, so I wanted to show this, the Liberty Bell. And I also want to stop inside Memento Mori, where I had seen that they have some of the merchandise for the movie that is coming out, which I will definitely be going to see. Supposedly they have some new Haunted Mansion merch in there at Memento Mori for the release that's coming up soon. And it was the Eddie Murphy movie, but this one's probably going to be better than the Eddie Murphy movie that came out like 20 years ago. Now I just got to find, to be honest, I don't know what is the older merch or the newer merch. A Tomb View Madame Leota stuff. Over here, oh, there we go. There's room. So it's interesting in the trailer, they don't say room for 1,000. They just say there's room for 1 more. But there's Hatbox right there. There's the bride. All are going to be shown in the movie itself. But I believe on the ride, if I remember correctly, it's room for 1,000. 999 Happy Haunts, but room for 1,000. But now the Spirit jersey, and in the trailer for the movie, it says room for 1 more, which I guess is kind of sort of the same thing, but I can't tell you the last, well, probably never have I ever worn like kind of a shirt like this. What is this called, like a tank top? I don't know if I'm really a tank top kind of guy. I have a farmer's tan. I'm not a farmer, but I have a pretty intense farmer's tan. So maybe I could work on that by wearing the mansion, the movie edition mansion. But yeah, I'm still kind of taken back by the room for 1 more, not 1,000. I guess they're just taking liberties with the spiel. So this glows in the dark. This is kind of neat. I actually like this. It's not really the kind of style I would wear. This is also probably something that, also they're like opening fans, like the actual, like, in here. Madame Leota, knower and seer of all. I've never worn Crocs. I have a lot of friends that are big advocates of Crocs. Although this is what's making all those sounds. A ventilator. It's also known as a fan. But this is what it is. This opens up, and it's a Madame Leota fan. Awaken the spirit. Whoa, it's awaken all spirits. Awaken all spirits? I thought it was awaken the spirits with your tambourine. You need to sell tambourines. That probably wouldn't go over very well in the park, though, having a bunch of people with tambourines walking around. Oh, look at these little pet beds, like little doggy beds. And a doggy or a cat or any kind of other animal. I guess you could put a turtle in there if you had a turtle. But a doggy will follow you home. Well, this is a pretty good one too. You could put your hands, if it gets cold, you could put your cold. You could stomp your feet, or you could put your hands down in this little mummy pouch right there. Into the Haunted Mansion. I don't know which one I like better, Anaheim's or this one. A couple things I like about this one, when you're going into the hallway scene, the wallpaper blends in and there are real eyes that stare at you. And I also like the Etcher painting that kind of has the upside down staircase. Back in the day, fun fact, there used to be a spider web in there. Not many people remember the spider web, though. It was replaced with the staircase. And this person has been in that casket for so long. And on the way out, just showing the little berm here. And I thought it'd be kind of a neat idea when they got rid of Splash Mountain that they took. So you see J. Thaddeus Toad is right up there. I always thought they should put Brer Rabbit next to Mr. Toad as an homage. They got rid of the Mr. Toad ride. Now it's Winnie the Pooh here. They could easily put Brer Rabbit up there. Looks kind of neat, all silhouetted out there. Shadowed out with the sun behind the trees there. Kind of excited about the new Haunted Mansion movie. Definitely gonna be better than the Eddie Murphy one. I mean, that's pretty simple to best that one. This pretty much sums up Central Florida humidity right here with the steam effervescently flowing off of people's noggins. These tikis are really appropriately showing how Florida humidity works. This is how anyone feels in the Florida summer. The best way to describe Florida humidity, so you know when you take a really hot shower and then you exit the bathroom and then you forget to get your comb or get the deodorant or something, you gotta go back in the bathroom, and the inside of the bathroom after a hot shower is just so scorchingly humid. That is what Florida in the summer feels like. That's my best description. So kind of seeing this is like a visual interpretation of humidity. Spitting tikis. Looks like this is new merchandise too. Captain of a mangy crew. Fear the beards. Are thar trouble, Jack? Right there. And then scars or tattoos with better story. Interesting, they have a shirt that's like talking about tattoos. Scars or tattoos with better stories. See, this is all new merchandise right here. It's just interesting they have something like this in Magic Kingdom, the happiest place. Beatings will continue until morale improves, but you know, pirates, look at his face. Very nice. Don't mess with pirates. All bets are off. And that one glows in the dark as well. That's kind of neat, just kind of a basic. The vast mateys, gather ye crew, Pirates of the Caribbean. A rollicking adventure with the boldest band of swashbucklers to ever terrify the Spanish Main. A hen for a tin. I should have got one of the kind of the old school We Want the Redhead shirts from back in the day. Missed the boat on that one. All right, this is kind of unusual. It's almost like a lightsaber. It's like something you'd see out of Aladdin, but it has the Pirates of the Caribbean logo on it. This almost looks like, well, I mean, I guess Aladdin is saying the same kind of era, sort of, but it has like the light up lightsaber style. You can also get a hook for a hand. I always think of Kingpin when I think of a hook for a hand. Hey, Captain Hook. I'm sure jarred something loose, Tiger. Loving all this merch. New mansion merch, new Pirates merch. Beware of the Kraken. Spirit jerseys. Yo-ho, Pirates life for me, for you. It's just so hot. Oh, look at this. So fun fact, one of the first tattoos I ever got was right here on my wrist. I got the skull, and the same saying that is right there is on here. And the fun thing is that I got this because I loved this ride so much, even before the Johnny Depp movies came out. And I ended up, before I'd even been on the better Pirates, which is the Anaheim Pirates, which is far superior to the one here. I've always loved the ride. This and Mansion are, I don't know, I have like probably 5 or 10 favorite rides, but these are two of the top 10. They even have some pressed pennies over here with the Pirates. There's Mickey with the hook for a hand. Got the Dead Men Tell No Tales there as well. However, it's out of order. Out of order. Out of order. This whole pirate place is out of order. Really interesting. For $44.99, you can get one of these skulls. This kind of reminds me of the Randottie skull I have, the Disneyland first release back when the park first opened. There's actually a bunch of different Randotties, but this is a glass, not a Randottie, but kind of reminds me of how Disneyland used to sell the Randotties back in the day, and now they're kind of back in like a glass style. Skulls aplenty. Are you ready? Kind of walking around the area here where the queue line for the former Splash Mountain used to be, except now they are turning into Tianas. You can kind of look up here and see a lot of the scaffolding. Also around the front they have the water tower and the tiara for the crown on the top of the water tower as well. And they're really kind of coming along quick with Tiana's Bayou Adventure. In line now for Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. The Splash Mountain's gone, but at least Tony Baxter, who created both of them, his portrait is right up here in the queue for Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. greatest attractions of any theme park ever on both coasts.
You're not supposed to be on your feet. Man.
Say hi to the goat.
Stop looking at me.
Hello, goat. Wildest ride in the wilderness. And the fireworks are starting, going by the Mickey that's on the ground here. I'm going to try to go over onto Raceway and watch the fireworks from the Raceway. Maybe I can get on one of the vehicles before the fireworks stop, and if that happens, that'd be pretty neat. If the fire, so you can see the fireworks are happening up top there for Happily Ever After, and should be able to possibly get on board beforehand. And the fireworks happening. Off-tron going by right over there. Yeah, worked out pretty good. Was on there before fireworks were done. It's only happened to me one other time where this happened, so it's kind of magical, if you will. This is interesting. I guess because it's kind of the end of the night, they're making everyone get out here before you even go to the real exit. I never exited before getting to the end of the queue before. Cast members are going out for a riveting race. Or they're putting them away, that's what's happening. That's how it's done. And now heading out right down the middle of a very busy and packed Main Street, USA. There's the castle off in the distance, and it is definitely elbow to elbow through. All right, maybe not elbow to elbow, but it's definitely a little cramped through this side. Yes, you could say it is a real beehive of activity. And over in the Emporium, they're having something called a summer splash items, or 30% off. The summer vibes. You got Buzz Lightyear with like eating a burger during summer. You know, a lot of picnics happen during the summertime. So there's a lot of that kind of going on. You got the ketchup and mustard. You got Forky over here. You got watermelon. You know, it's just all about the summer vibes. With the ice colds, like a teacup, says summer there. Ice cold summer. Right there, you got the lounge flies. You got the long sleeve, which is like a little too warm. Chilling and grilling. It's cute. You got you can make some sun tea, some sweet tea or some sun tea. All about the summer. Summer is in full effect. The bucket style hat. Laid back. Really quite an incredible amount of people exiting out of here. A little bottleneck. Kind of curious how the monorail or the boat back across 7 seas is going to be getting out of here. It does take a while. You got to really want to come to Magic Kingdom. Tonight I did, but definitely a challenge. Now the line for the monorails and the 7 Seas Lagoon ferry boat are a while. I thought about maybe taking the boat across over, but I think I'm just going to do the walk. I think if the amount of time it takes me to walk back to TTC, I'll still be waiting for a transportation device over there. Getting out of MK at post fireworks, not fun. And I could get more steps in. Been getting a lot of steps at the treadmill at the gym. Getting even more steps walking around 7 Seas Lagoon. It's nice out too. I mean, it's humid. At least the sun's not out. Made it past Grand Floridian. Now I gotta walk over to the Poly, and then from the Poly to TTC. It's a little bit of a hike, but at least I got some forward motion and moving and not waiting in long lines for the monorail or the ferry boat. TTC have arrived. There is an incredible amount of people waiting to get on the tram over here. I mean, it's like probably 2 or 3 trams deep as far as people goes. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk it. That's a lot of people waiting for the tram. Soothing sounds of the parking lot.
For your safety, we do have the right away.
And that's going to do it for today. Summer's here. Crowds are here. New merchandise is here. And there goes the monorail. I'll see you in the next video of the vlog. It's humid, isn't it?
My friends, we are coming up to Wilkins Square. Just wait for that hall.